guys, welcome back to my channel. As you are watching this, I will be in America, but I am filming it now in New Zealand so that I have another video that I can put up if I run out of time to make one. So this video is going to be all about the gifts that I got for my host family. So by the time that I put it up, they will have already got the gifts, so even if they found this video, it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't be seeing what they were getting early. And I thought it'd be a really good idea for people who don't really know what kind of things to get their host family. And especially if you're from New Zealand going to a different country, it'll give you kind of a good indication of what kind of things you can get for your family. I did get a lot of things for my host family. A lot of it is food, New Zealand food, and then there are quite a few little Kiwiana things as well. So the first thing I got them is this huge block of chocolate. And New Zealand chocolate is very different to American in the way that it tastes a lot more creamy and richer. Now Cadbury is one of the two most popular brands in New Zealand. We've got Cadbury and Whittaker's, and those are the brands that like every Kiwi eats. And I got this one because it's just the plain chocolate, it's got no fillings or anything. I think it's one of the best ones. I really do enjoy this chocolate, so I think it's good to get a big one so they can have a lot to try. I also got them some of these sherbet fizz, and I haven't actually seen these anywhere else apart from New Zealand and Australia. And they are like a red licorice with sherbet in the middle, and they're really good, so I got them a couple of those. I also got them the onion soup and reduced cream. That is the Kiwi iconic dip. You mix them together and they make a really good dip, and so I got them some of that. I don't know if you can get reduced cream in America, so I got one reduced cream and that will make a dip, and I brought another one just in case they do have reduced cream because I really enjoy this dip, so if they don't like it, I will eat it. I also got them quite a few of these mini crunchies because you don't have anything like crunchies in America. It's like chocolate coated honeycomb kind of thing. Like it's a really crunchy, golden syrupy kind of honeycomb. They're so good and there is nothing like it in America. I've never found anything like it. So I got them quite a few of these little crunchies. I also got them minties, which are very New Zealand. They are just like a chewy minty lolly. They're really good and they are definitely iconic New Zealand. And then I got them pineapple lumps, and I think whenever anyone imagines New Zealand food they just straight away think of pineapple lumps. They are kind of a chewy kind of taffy thing I think, and it's pineapple flavoured and then it's got chocolate around the outside, and they are so good. I also am taking over like 6 tubes of Vegemite. Now even though I'm from New Zealand and I should be on the Marmite side, I actually prefer Vegemite. So this is actually Australian, but I prefer it and I think it'd be funny to watch them try it. I found that in America they don't really have any savoury spreads, and I don't really like jam or like anything sweet on my toast. I like to have Vegemite, so I brought 6 tubes of it. It usually comes in jars, but the jars are made of glass, so it is quite heavy. So I thought I'd get the tubes instead. And on that note, I'm also taking over the Vegemite chocolate, and I'm not a huge fan of this. I think it's alright, like I could eat it, but it's a little bit strange, and I just think it'd be really funny for them to try this as well. So I'm taking like 3 blocks of that and I will be making everybody I meet eat it. I also got them some Whittaker's chocolate. I got these little ones so that they could try a few flavours. I got the creamy milk, which actually tastes a lot different from the Cadbury milk chocolate. It's a lot milkier. I also got them the Hokey Pokey, which is like the crunchy bar. It's like honeycomb bits, but this one has tiny little honeycombs just like mixed in with the chocolate. And then there was the L&P chocolate. So it's white chocolate with popping candy inside, and the popping candy is L&P flavoured. I'm also taking over Milo, and this is one of the old Milos. It's not the new version. The new version does not taste anything like this one. This Milo is so good. I've actually eaten like half of it, but you can't buy the old Milo anymore, so I'm taking over this one so that they can try it. It's not going to be a gift, it's just for them to try. I also got Cheezels and rations. They probably have stuff like this, but I think these ones taste really good and they probably taste a lot different, so taking them. And that is all the food I'm taking. And then I also got them some like Kiwiana things, and I got them these 2 Paua necklaces. And Paua is a shellfish that's in New Zealand, and the shell of it on the inside is really like blue and shimmery and like purpley, and it's really pretty. I don't know if you can really see well if that's gonna focus. But yeah, they're really pretty, and the shapes on them really represent New Zealand as well, with the spiral and then the fishbone one. And then I also got the shell one. I think this one's from a mussel shell, but it's really pretty as well, and the shape is really New Zealand too. And I got them these magnets. So there is a kiwi one with a little kiwi hanging off the bottom there, which I think is really cute. And then a little sheep playing rugby, which has got New Zealand at the bottom as well. And it's also wearing a little All Blacks rugby uniform, which is cute. I also got some of these little kiwis, and they look like those koalas that you get in Australia that like clip onto things, but they're kiwis. So I thought they'd be real cute, and they've got I Heart New Zealand written on the back. And then I also found this little like glass kiwi, which I think is really cute. So I'm giving that to them too. Also these playing cards that have a map of New Zealand on it, and it says all the towns, so I think that's really cool. Yeah, so they'll be able to know all the towns in New Zealand. And then the last thing I got them was these coasters. They say New Zealand on them, and they've got the Pohutukawa flower in the middle, which is the tree in New Zealand that is bright red, and it's so pretty. When all the flowers bloom, it looks like Christmas, and it is so pretty. So that is all the things that I got for my host family. Obviously you don't have to get them that many things. I just wanted to because I wanted them to experience all of our like typical Kiwi foods and all the things that I've grown up eating, and maybe some of the things that they just wouldn't have in America, so they'd never come across it. And I also wanted them to have some cute things to kind of represent where I come from, like the kiwis and the necklaces. I just think they're a really cool representation of New Zealand and the country that I come from. So I think it's really cool to give them stuff like that because you're going to be experiencing their culture, but they do want to experience a bit of your culture as well. So yeah, I think that's about it. So if you have any video requests and you'd like to know more information about a certain thing to do with exchange, then let me know and I can definitely do that for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. They're good.